You know that word my daughter says, tremolo? More or less, I say. It trembles, she says, more than trembles. There comes a moment in the concerto's largo, and all along it's been the violin telling the piano and the piano telling it back, the violin getting sweeter and sweeter as it answers what the piano has proposed, when the cello, reaching over the piano, trying to get time with the violin, doesn't anymore. The cellist simply bending over the huge, awkward box he's been given, more than he can handle, defying it by taking it into his arms. Just the days of the week, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, ordinary days passing out of winter, but she and I have crossed again into strange country. I've watched her bundle together my careful years of giving and holding, listening, and no matter what, staying on clear ground with her, two hikers lifting our arms to air and sun. She's knotted that together and laid it in the lap of a boy. We couldn't ask for a nicer, more intelligent boy, my husband said. A boy who has no sense of what he's receiving except his matching hunger. Do I think I am past this, immune, having spent my bright coins of first kisses on the boy whose last name was Swan, mine was Feathers, in the back seat of his friend's car. In the front seat, the friend seduced his girl. Just on our first date, we were shocked into laughing, but not deterred, teaching each other to kiss. Upstairs in bed now, I shield myself with my husband, while on our couch from the 40s, bearing his many bodies, our daughter and her boy learn with abandon the mouth of their language. As we walked her newborn, we sealed kisses carefully to her head, radiating its brain heat just below our chins. Months later, she set her open, ready mouth on our own mouths. It was only form we had taught her. Well, she says, as we drive next day to the music contest she's worked months for, I'm playing those in my clarinet piece, tremolos. I see the first O is pronounced almost a grunt, but needed to move the word forward. She'll have her turn before the judge, that moment when the body goes hollow and clean, waiting, trembling, to be filled with the first note which can't falter but must seem as if it's always been there, her clarinet merely pointing the way. In James Baldwin's story, tremolo is stage-like, quivering in the drinks on the piano as two estranged brothers move toward each other. Tremolos of flame struck tall by a sudden draft from the night, or the quaking aspen of my girlhood, leaves giving way without letting go. A note repeated, or alternate notes repeated, not as a trill which claims its own space outside the melody's rhythm, making us stop to admire how it's in charge, but notes repeated in time, and therefore tremulous, dependent on our carrying through to the end of pure old we hold as long as we can.